Hi, my name's Galbiati, and today I'm going to be doing a tutorial based on Dita Von Teese. Now, Dita Von Teese is a burlesque dancer, and I really admire her personal style. It basically consists of very winged, dramatic liner with a very fair face with really pretty red cheeks with really nice, beautifully painted red lips as well. And usually she will have false lashes on as well. And this is the look that I will be doing for you guys. Okay, so to start off with this look, I'm going to be using Maybelline's Fit Me in Ivory. And I'm going to be using this foundation instead of my usual MAC foundation because it's a lot lighter. And it does have an SPF 18, which is an added bonus. And I'm going to be applying this foundation with my foundation brush that I have purchased from Shoppers Drug Mart. And I'm just going to be using my palette that I usually like to use. That way the foundation doesn't soak into my hand if I'm using my hand to apply it. And it just saves product that way, so I prefer using it like that. And you're just going to want to take a little bit of foundation and start at the center of your face and just kind of blend it in to the skin. Dita Von Teese really has almost like a porcelain looking skin. It really looks doll-like, and she doesn't have any kind of redness or any kind of shadow on her, like any kind of shadowing on her face. It's very flawless looking skin. So we're going to do our best to create the same look with our faces. I am currently sick right now, so that's why I sound the way I do, but I still wanted to do this look. And you want to especially focus on the areas that are closest to the nose, as usually that's where the most redness is. As well as under the eye, directly under the eye, because that's where a lot of people get dark circles or baggy eyes from just genetics or lack of sleep. And you're just really focusing on blending out the foundation. Notice how I haven't kind of gone and reapplied more foundation. I've just used very little just to really make sure that this is blended in very well. You want it to look as natural as possible. And then I just kind of go towards the bridge of my nose and go outwards. You want to go from the center of the nose outwards, just making sure that that product doesn't kind of get too close to your hairline. And I'm going to also go over my eyes as well and just kind of blend it in. Yes, it is touching my eyebrows, but the brush honestly kind of just, I'm even going over my eyebrows. I don't really tend to notice any kind of problem with that, and it doesn't really hurt my eyebrow at all. It doesn't affect anything for me. So, and then I'm going to go ahead and just reapply a little bit more foundation on top of my other eyelid. And you want to be careful when you are going over your eyelids. You don't want to be pulling your eyelids severely because that can cause premature wrinkling. And if you are a lady and you're watching this, you know that you do not want to be getting premature wrinkles. Never mind premature, let's just focus on we don't want to get wrinkles. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and apply MAC's Pro Long Wear Concealer. And this is just in NW20. And I'm going to do the same thing and put this onto my palette and apply it under my eyes and wherever else I need it. And I am going to be taking my foundation brush to apply my concealer. So I will just apply it right underneath my eye and almost dot it on like this. And then I just want to keep tabbing it on, blending it into my eye. The reason that I am going to be kind of tapping it like this instead of swiping it on is because the product will actually sit where it needs to sit. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and apply the concealer directly underneath my other eye, dabbing it in to blend it into the under my eye. I really just want to erase any kind of signs of tiredness or any kind of dark circles, like I said earlier. Okay, so I have finished applying my concealer, and I'm going to go ahead and use this blush right here. It's a red blush that just came in this palette that I got. It's just a generic palette, so I just wanted to let you guys see what it looks like, but it's quite red. And I'm going to be dabbing on my blush brush and just dabbing it a little bit. And then you're going to want to either tap it off onto a palette or something, or you can just blow on it. Either way, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to be tapping it off. And then you want to go ahead and apply it kind of right where the arch of your brow is, and then apply it towards your hairline. Dita Von Teese is, she has, like I said, really like a doll face that's very porcelain, and she really does have, though, a nice pop of color on her cheeks. It's a really beautiful look. I am a very big fan of Dita Von Teese. I think she's very ladylike, and she's actually a natural blonde, which I find very fascinating, and I also find it quite amusing because naturally I have quite light hair. When I like to fill in my eyebrows, I usually use a charcoal gray color. I find that black can be a little bit harsh, and I don't like to use a pencil to fill them in. I do find that also looks extremely fake, but if that works for you, then go ahead and do that. I like to use an angular brush by Quo All, which is Shoppers Drug Mart brand, and I like to apply this charcoal color to my eyebrows. And what I like to do is I like to start with the brush going with the highest point this way for my left eye, for my left eyebrow, and I like to just create a square. And I like to create kind of a little bit of a more dramatic arch than I naturally have. It really does kind of go with Dita Von Teese's look. Her eyebrows are very arched and very dramatic. And it just goes to show you that you do not have to have natural eyebrows that are like very dramatic. I fill them in and I create my own eyebrow. And you do always want to make sure that your eyebrows are level, so what I like to do is I just like to take the same brush that I used and just kind of make sure that they are at the same level, just because if they were off it would look really ridiculous and you don't want that. So and then what I like to do next is I like to use a palette by Quo All, and it's called All About Eyes. It comes in a really beautiful package, and I like to just apply this white shadow, this one right here, and I like to apply it just kind of in the inner corners of my eye and almost slightly down, probably just to like right here, and I like to apply it with my fingers. Usually I do like to use brushes, but I just like the way that it kind of soaks into my skin better by using it with my fingers, and I just like to blend it out like this. And I find that by doing this, you really just make your face look a lot brighter and more refreshed, and it is also lightening the skin tone which makes you look a lot more fair, which will give you that same look that Dita Von Teese has, the fair porcelain doll skin, wide-eyed, really. And again, with the same eye, I'm going to be applying that shade right here. Now I'm going to go ahead and apply my liquid eyeliner by Essence, which is actually Shoppers Drug Mart's own brand. And I have used this previously in my other tutorials. And it does have a very nice wand to use, which creates an even easier application for this cat eye that I'm going to be doing. So I like to gently pull my eye and apply this liner. I like to do short strokes rather than one long. And you just want to kind of follow your lash line as much as possible. And you want it to be quite thin at the start, and then once you get to the end of your eye, you will go over it and try to perfect the wing as much as possible. You do want the wing to go towards the end of the eyebrow. I'm now going to be going ahead and applying Voluminous Million Lashes, Excess Million Lashes by Loreal. And usually, like I stated before, you will want to put on a fake lash, but I am just going out today just to do some errands and stuff. But if you do want a more dramatic look, you can definitely add lashes, but I will just be using mascara. And you're just going to want to go really close to the base of your lashes and just brush your lashes up towards your eyebrows to get the most out of your mascara and for the max volume and length. And you're going to want to do a few coats to really get the most out of your mascara. Okay, so now to finish up this look, I'm going to be applying a red shade. This is just called Hot Red, and it's just one of those really, I think it's like Wet n Wild lipsticks, and this is the one actually that my daughter broke in the previous tutorial that I did. So I'm going to be applying it with a Q-tip, which is a good tip for you guys to know, or you could just apply it with a lipstick brush as well, but I'm just going to be using a Q-tip and applying it to the middle of my lip, working outwards. This way, too, like I'm not going over my lip line, which is really not a good look. And I also want to really exaggerate my lip, so I'm going to be going very carefully and applying it to create a really beautiful pout. And you really want to just keep building up the color slowly. That way you aren't going over the lip line, and that way too you don't grab too much of the color and it's just a mess on your face and on your lips. And I feel like I've achieved the color that I want, and voila, this is my finished look for Dita Von Teese. You've got the beautiful winged eyeliner, and you've got long lashes, really dramatic eyebrows with really pretty flushed cheeks, and you've got her red lips. So just for comparison for this look, this is the look that I have tried to achieve. I hope you guys really enjoyed watching my video, and if you do want to leave comments, let me know what you think of my video, what I could improve. I know there's a lot of things that I could improve, so just feel free. And if you do enjoy watching my videos, subscribe guys. Thanks for watching.